my video cut out. Oh, look, there's something Christmas still hanging here. I ain't paying no attention. Alright, I'll see it hopefully now. I had to get up. I didn't even, it's 2:30. I'm still not done invoicing. That's a lot, which thank you guys. I only got 2 people left, but I had to stop. My upper back and my arm's killing me, but I'm like, why would my upper back hurt? I mean, it hurts, but it's different. Anyway, those are pretty. I don't know, I have to check water on these. They look alright, but I'm not really familiar with these plants. Oh, they got sprague moss in them, which that's good because that'll work real well. So I gotta I'll redo the whole thing. Look, that's getting a bloom on it. I had to just take a walk too. I found yesterday when we got to the nursery, and it's a really big nursery. It's at almost to South Mobley and Racetrack Road over in Odessa. I'm real close to Odessa. It was real country out here in this little subdivision, but they put that veterans in, and holy smackaroli. And now we got a lot more renters, but it's been okay on my street. What renters we have been good. They own. I think they own. I'm not sure that they own. I think that last house on this side, or it's the second from the end, is a rental. It was for years. That's not too bad. I think there's 1 or 2 on the whole street. And it's a cul-de-sac, so I pretty much know everybody. But I have to walk, because I found we got that nursery yesterday, and I walked. Because I looked at several areas 2 or 3 times. Just, you know, and they have it laid out to where a lot of things are under these big oak trees and other things are out. So you know what's shade, what's not. And big old wasps. Oh, Lord, he just went into my grill. Oh, shoot. All right, let's talk. What am I going to do over here? I already got the acacia trees out. This is that same plant that's growing over there by the roses. I know I planted it, and it turned out some of these things I pulled, they were little flowering plants, because what I was trying to do, I planted a bunch of wildflowers knowing that if anything, once it gets cool, they're forced to go to seed. I had blooms this short on plants this short with blooms, but it adds organic matter because you just leave them in place. You know, the seeds go down, the roots in the ground just turn into natural composting. So a lot of this was stuff I planted. Now luckily I do know by sight a lot of this stuff ain't a plant. Turns out the ones I thought were peanut bushes, those are ground cover. I planted those, and I can't pull no more of those. These actually bloom, and they're real pretty little yellow flowers. So I have to be more mindful of pulling. That thing to turn to a tree, I think it's a pokeweed. There's a big one by the tree. No, that's that vine, and that was where the mother vine was at. There was a big old tuber. It was like a rock. Oops, I'm too. I ain't even had a shower. I'm just trying to not be giant. It looks like a big old rock, and it was the one that most everything was coming off of. That thick vine. That's thick. That's that thorny vine. So it gets everywhere it was at. There, I found old landscape timbers buried like 6 inches under the dirt, where they had an old bed over here, and everywhere that wood was at, them roots would be. So they're close to the bottom of the palmettos that was around this tree. Anywhere there was wood. A lot of them I used to cut off at the ground, I reckon, and they'd come back, guys, through 2 layers of cardboard. It ranged probably from 6 to, over here raising this up, I must have put good 8 inches of topsoil here, and then the compost, and then the plants, and then the leaves have acted like the natural mulch over here. You can see my old video where it's real bare. All this is when I first cleaned it out, did all the dirt, planted all the plants. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Once it's cleaned out, I'll be able to assess better, but this is going to be the 3rd thing, and I'm going to have to put this off until I get that back bed done, because that ain't really much, honestly, because of the wandering Jews are beautiful. I got the trees there. Not a whole lot's going to grow. I am going to move those gingers, which are those on that back side. They should be blooming, and I had some 666 in the house, in the garage. Oh, Mike said it was in the back porch. I'll do it later. What I do is, since I know it's going to rain hard, but not so hard that it's going to end up in the sewer. Is I just take that 666 and I just throw it, and them will bloom. Once I feed them, those gingers get these big old, like a red, they look like the shampoo ginger, but it ain't. These have the sweet bottoms. You could eat the whole thing, but I don't. I bite the ends off because they're real sweet. Like when you was a kid and you take the hibiscus bud before it bloomed, and you could suck the end of it. It's like that, except I just bite it off. These are suffering from being transplanted, but it'll be all right. You're sitting in compost, baby. It's like, I know I'm not used to all this all this food. I'm sorry, baby. You'll be all right. I'm gonna overwinter you. You ain't going to. I wanted to get them transplanted over here on the side yard. Maybe, you know what? We'll see. You're gonna be fine. Do you need water? It rained like cats and dogs yesterday. You're wet. You're all right. This thing, I'm gonna have to cut it back. Can you imagine how big them roots are? This is gonna have to go. I mean, I reckon it could stay. But again, I planted this over here because the roots are so bad invasive, you can't put it near your house. It'll get under and mess up your foundation. It'll literally crack your foundation. Here's that thorny vine. It said, you're not getting me this year. I'm gonna go hog wild. Look at this thing. It's a pretty vine, but man, is it vicious. It wraps around things like there ain't no tomorrow. And the thorns on this are just horrible. Now I don't see a thorn. Well, you grab that, you'll sure as hell will. It's just covered in these little bitty thorns. Look, that's what that thing. I guess it's a pokeweed, but they get to be a tree. That's going to be a bitch to dig out. So the first thing I'll do when I come in here is cut palmettos, which ain't that bad. I'd use a sawzall. They come off pretty easy. It's dealing with the aftermath. I got to search them for wasps first, and then I got to chop them into smaller pieces. Anyway. See, that basket grass is really coming in. Y'all, it's so soft. It's just wonderful. Makes you want to just lay down in it. I have. Here's some more of that ground cover. I planted it because once it's going to carpet this. There's more of it. Yeah, I strode that everywhere because I wanted ground cover. So I need to fertilize this and get these to blooming. There's a little walking iris is back there. See how this has got scalded? Because it rains and then the sun blasts. Because I was getting rain twice a day. Oh, Lord, that's that vine that's on the fence. Oh, shoot, y'all. I see that vine everywhere. It's everywhere. Guys, it's everywhere. And I didn't break them off. I dug up them tubers for 3 days. I was out here with a shovel. And I confess, I sprayed the holes. I was trying to be real careful. I put glyphosate on them. Yeah, see how these gingers are laying down because they was seeking sun. These all got to be cut, but I need to get the weed eater in here first. I ain't going to wander up in there because of the vines. I ain't worried about critters. I'm worried about them damn thorny vines. I'll weed whack that first. Look at it all. All of that, and it's growing good. Almost looks like it. But look at this. This ginger has come out here seeking sun. It is. Have you rooted yourself? It's done rooted itself. It's rooted, so I'll cut it off where it's brown. I'll just let it grow here. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. I like it. It's not a weed if I'm fine with where it's at. So yeah, these are all falling all kinds of ways because they blocked out the sun. They get big. They get taller than me, and they got these pretty red blooms. I ought to post, that old video. Oh, it's the top of a pine cone. It's sharp. I should post it so y'all can see. It's in my Google because I went searching for it so I could figure out how long has it been since I've totally abandoned this. Look here. These are all amaryllis. They was probably, I don't know if I put them here. I think I did, but then this got so big. That's just a whole bunch of amaryllis in there. They didn't bloom. They getting too much shade. Amaryllis like the sun. That's almost sticking out there in the yard. Ouch. I know I could wear shoes, but I like to ground. I like to ground. That is not an amarilla. That is a type of, it's not a lily. Lord, I forget now. My mind's going blank. Those are that one and the one up front. There's survivors from a bunch of seed pods I got off some plants. I think it was Fort Lauderdale or no, Fort Myers. That's good. I like to see mushroom life. There'll be more mushroom life. I'll get some of that dried mushroom too. Oh, there's a lot in here, but we'll get more, and we'll be bringing. I throw my food stuff just out here. Just it composts in place. Yes, critters come up here, but the critters come here anyway because they like to root in this stuff. So yeah, and that brings the worms. So yeah, these limbs will be first, and I'll have to check every one because the wasp nests will get in here or up under here. It protects them from rain and such. See how hidey hole that is up in there? So yeah, wasps love to make the nest in here, but these palmettos are extremely important to the bee population. They get these big, lush blooms, really sweet smelling, and they create like a white shower, them blowing everywhere. And when the rain hits them, they look like diamonds sparkling. They're just beautiful. That's growing straight up. Who's gonna win? I hope neither one of y'all end up over yonder. That palm ain't going nowhere. That oak tree, woof. It's gonna have to, look how far it is over the road. It needs a trim again. It does. It's growing so fast. So yeah, I need to check all these before I go to cutting. I got one over here down the street on that fence that's, I let it go too long. The trunk's too big. I can't cut it down. I'm going to have to just take off as many limbs as I can. A stick stuck up in there. Anybody, this is real tight. This would be a real good candidate. I'm going slow because I don't want to get attacked. That's something. Yep, there's one on that next limb back. I see him. He's on the underside, and you can see where they built the comb is coming through the leaves. And he's actually, no, he's just starting one, ain't he? He's starting a nest there. I'll knock him down if I can. If I don't have to spray him, I won't. But I'll see if there is one on the top side of that leaf or not. Alright, so that's my plan. Oh, that's just waiting to fall on my head. Ooh. Don't fall on me. Oh, it's all tangled up. I don't reckon it's going nowhere. It's just hanging up there above my head. I can't get it loose. And my arm hurts so bad. I can't keep my... Oh, I gotta pick all this moss out of here. I need to have gloves on. I don't want red bugs. It's okay when it's up in the tree, ain't touched. But as soon as it hits the ground or gets down here, that's when you get the red bugs in it. Look, the grass has come way up here. But this ain't that Bermuda grass. When I pull this, I'll throw it over yonder in some bare spots. A lot of this grass came from me just pulling grass out of beds. But this all needs to be picked up because moss actually does kill plants. I mean, like when the trees get completely smothered, they do remove moss down south because should have been cut years ago. But there's a beetle. Look what he's done. There's a beetle, and he has expanded and expanded. So I reckon I'll cut it off again right there and see if he's still hanging around. He come flying by me, and he was like a little bomber, things about that big. He'd like, boom, it was so funny. We were out here together in the garden. He was coming and going. So I leave him. I know he's destructive, but I ain't got the heart to just kill things all the time. I really don't want to. These are so fascinating, these trindles. I'm glad I was looking at, Becky did a video. She was really excited for her garden tour. She's up in Oregon, and you know it's still getting 50 degrees at night there. It's like, oh, it's so different to watch her garden. And she was showing her teaspoon tomatoes. They're big and bushy. Plus, I seen them yesterday at the nursery. They had them growing because they grow wild. They're invasive. So wherever I put them, they're going to be a bunch of them. So I'm glad I got to eat one off the bush because they're very acidic. And the skins are kind of tough too. I don't know. I love tomatoes. That grass is coming in everywhere. I got ants. I got to get the ortho. I don't think that's something I planted. Sometimes you can tell by the leaves because a lot of weeds have like a spiny, itchy. This one's, look how pretty and purple. We'll wait and see what that does. Ain't hurting nothing. But she showed hers, and I was thinking, I can't put my green stalk. It goes to mailman. Oh, it's my previous guy. I ain't got nothing ready to go out. I bet I got auctions coming. I got that stupid, I shouldn't say stupid. I received the Goodwill auction. I paid $113 for this box of jewelry. They better be something in there. No, I ain't opened it. I was tired when I was done yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of these, but these are weeds. And they get those things that you can blow and make a wish. I'll leave them. The kids like to do that when they're here. Yeah, this is a bayonet plant that come from that, which was a piece, not much bigger than that, was laying by the street. Someone just laid it up by the road. And of course I picked it up and rescued it. It is ate up. It's ate up with black spots, but it's an old plant. I ain't gonna do nothing. Wait, it's gonna do that. It's gotten huge, and they call them bayonet plants because them big ones, them thorns, they will puncture you. I don't know if the Native Americans use those like they did century plant thorns on the end of the leaves. They just stripped them off carefully to get the little fiber along the edge of the leaf, and they use it as needle and thread. I had a couple, y'all, I hate to admit it, I had just let them die. I tried to give them away. That thing, it must have been, it was about 3 foot across, and I couldn't put it nowhere. I couldn't have it in the backyard. The grand youngins and the great nieces, I can't have that. And myself, my dog, we stabbed yourself. And then the pups come around it. Nobody wanted it because they knew how dangerous it was. I had to just let it die. It took forever. I felt horrible, but nobody wanted it. And it ain't the kind of thing you can just put by the road. Can you imagine somebody on their bicycle walking by and have a serious injury? And I could be sued, not to mention, I don't want somebody having a serious injury. Lord have mercy. That's that vine, the real bright green. Yeah, it's coming from the mother over there. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna need pants and gloves. Even when I'm just cutting these limbs, because I don't know where this is at, just a wandering everywhere. These things are fantastic. I got just a handful of these from Becky, my sister. She's my brother's wife. He's passed. It's crazy. Lost my baby, and then Bebop, well, David, then Bebop. No, David, then Sophie, then Bebop. See how they send, I'll probably show you the front yard better. They sending this root out, this stem. It's a dark, see how it's going over the bayonet? That's coming from him. And where that's touching, see, it's already growing another little plant. And they just spread. Look, oh, and that's wonderful. That's ground cover. Makes for good lizard and snake runs in here. And that's why I have low things that hold water, because in the, it gets real dry here in the winter. And our rains don't come early spring. It's late April before we really start getting any steady rain. But that's where you set things up in your garden for lizards and for other things, because you want them, because they eat bad pests. And it's like the black snakes, they attack and kill poisonous snakes. So I've had to tell these boys that used to live next door, called her once. I said, please don't hurt that snake, and please let her loose, because she's got a nest. She used to have a nest out of my back walkway coming out the French doors, because that used to be a wooden walkway out there until my husband built a new one with the pavers. And she was up under their nest. And she's in that back bed where I'm going to be pulling grass. She's back there a lot. And I do see her in the front, though. I do see her. Well, it's probably more than one, right? Because she's had babies multiple times back there. But they kill poisonous plants, so. And I got rat snakes and corn snakes, which they stay well hid, because I saw a little baby, probably only about 5 or 6 inches long, and he was in the shrubs, and he was too exposed. A bird got him. It just went in no time at all. A bird got him, so they stay here. I don't see them very often, but they're here. Rat snakes, corn snakes. I've never seen a king snake. I mean, not here. I've seen them. I've held them, but not here. All right, I'm making a circle now. All right, my vine, my grapes have gone wild. I was asked Kelly if she showed me she'd got a vine. I'm gonna assume it was muscadines that she got. I think it's too hot here for Concord grapes. I'll look into it, although I don't know where the hell I'd put an arbor. Here's another one of them. I don't know. Oh, look, there's a wasp nest there too. I don't know what this is, but it grows real big. Yeah, there's a wasp nest there. Yeah, they're everywhere. If I don't have to, I won't spray them. I can just knock them down. My daddy used to throw gas or kerosene on him and light him on fire. He's crazy. They call him Wild Bill for a reason. But lizard just jumped. He's like, ah. They're real frisky. But yeah, I gotta train this onto the fence because it's trying to eat the shed, and I realized it has rooted itself to the ground all over the place. So I could dig it up and just, if I get all that vine that I don't want off that fence, I'd have more room for more, guide strings to add more grapes. So maybe I'll get more than a handful because the birds eat them up as fast as they grow. They are really good, but they got a big old pit in them. All right. I'm gonna hang out. I reckon I'm gonna get a box. Yeah, this pumpkin vine. This stuff just spread itself all over the yard, which is fine. It's fine. It's doing so good, and I'm about to move it again. I could leave it at the feet. I'll leave you, baby. I'll put it at the feet of the amaryllis because they ain't gonna cast that much shade, and he likes a little bit of shade. So yeah, I did get roses blooming. I'm glad I didn't cut too. I'm glad I wasn't too hurried to to prune this. There's another bloom way up yonder. This is not an amarilla. Maybe this is. Yes, it is. I thought I put a that other. It ain't a lily. I forget what it is. This is an amarilla, so that needs to be dug up. I can put something else here. Yeah, this is everywhere. Look at it. It's doing its job. It's ground cover. I can't wait till it blooms. It's pretty little yellow blooms. Look at that. You think we got much rain? Look at that. The soil's gone. You poor little thing. Hey, sorry you got so much. Those getting quite a bit of sun right there. You saw the one on the end was getting more earlier. Now this one is, it needs pruned up a little bit. It's been broke a few times, but I did notice there is more blooms to be had, and there's seeds to be had. Let me get me a bag and come out here and gather these. These are seeds, some stick-looking things. Those are seeds. Yep. I wish I had a bed ready. You just toss them in the bed, but I don't have a bed ready. And I like some. I'm just gonna walk and put it over here somewhere I know I'm not gonna heavily be weeding or messing up the soil over here. No, that's plumbago. That's gonna get big. Oh well, it probably ain't gonna do nothing, no way. But I will gather seeds. I grew so many. There's coleus and what's the other ones? Caladiums. I think it was a coleus. Yeah, it's coleus. I got so many coleus from seed because I had coleus and yeah, caladiums in here. They used to be caladiums here. This thing has come out. That's more of that plant I was talking about, how it spreads so good. That little vine has wrapped itself around another damn tree. How bad are you? How deeply rooted? Yep. But these things will also send out those same shoots. The way they root by them shoots, they also seed. I gotta clean that out again. That they have them same shoots that come out, and they have their flowers on the end of them. They go a good 4 feet out. Limbs, always the limbs. I'm looking for one. They're just so deeply buried. I ain't gonna find one, am I? Alright, these are all bromeliads. They've snuck in here. Now, I don't know how this got here because these are all bromeliads, and he's just one lone soul. Won't be for long. Won't be for long. He'll be sent out his little root or his big root. Yeah, isn't that crazy? How did he get there? Anyway, I was just making this because my video cut off. What else is on my silly phone? My silly phone. I don't know why it does that. Oh, it's probably storage. I need to clean up the storage. This is probably gonna die again. I'm at what? Yeah, too damn long. 24 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna see what's in the box. My husband's Fitbit tried to attach to my phone. I turned my Bluetooth off and it's still trying to attach to my phone. How's that possible? Anyway, it never rained a drop. It was black and thundering all around me. Now this one's coming in. Now this one's gonna get me according to the radar, because it's coming in a little bit further south than the from the Gulf across the bay. That last one come in, it stayed northeast of me. Lenore, you got slammed. But my poor husband still ain't home. His first day back from the 4th of July holiday, and they work him like a dog. He's tried to retire, or at least go part-time twice. And so what they do, they beg him, and they got a bonus. I ain't looked to see what it is, but I guess I should check. But anyway, I moved all the plants up front too. I got the oregano out, so it gets a lot of water. And I left the basil out where it was at, and I left the rosemary alone, but I had to move those acacia trees. I think they're too wet. I really do. But I've been prepping jewelry, so I'm gonna bag and tag. I'm gonna bring some big chains. I wasn't gonna do these rings. I was gonna stick them on Facebook, like for 20 free ship, and net 15 bucks on them. I was just gonna bring these up here. All these were gonna go on Facebook. I'll bring them on a buy it now, I reckon. That I just got from me. I got that from Gina. This is the vintage. Or to empty this. Anybody want a jewelry box? I'll bring that. These need something. I look that up. It's no help. Alright. All of these. Which one are you? I know where you go. Okay. Yeah, these just need... I never brought this ring. All this is for... Oops. That's all this is for Friday. I got enough about messing with them damn rings. I might grab these. We'll do this. I got to bag them and label them. Another chain. How are you? Make sure it's got a clasp. I get broken things. I buy these big old auctions. But I didn't just want to leave it. You know, video cuts out. I didn't do nothing in the yard today except move plants around. I thought I brought that. That is so pretty. Maybe not. It's over here, so I clearly didn't. I might need that for... Oh! That's my untangling pins right there. That's all stuff that needs something. A bail, or it's a charm. Oh, why am I unlocking this? So I'm getting ready to do a bite now on Thursday. I'm going to do a bite now. And then Friday, I will do a live sale. I don't know, I guess. Why can't I get this unlocked? What is going on? There it goes. Huh, that was weird. Uh-oh, there you go. I need to get it, make sure it gets over these little hooks. The little hooks. So yeah, I saved the little ones for necklaces. I got a nice long one for Kirsten. Why is this? Oh, the lock was down and it was closed on it. Okay. But that way, there you go. And they hang, keep nice and organized. So I'll be bagging and tagging. Let me put the chains on top. Because do I want to bring the rings? Maybe. I think you've seen them all. I think I'm better off to do my original idea of these little tiny ones and do them at 20 and free ship and net 15. Alright, these can go up there. Bags. I gotta look this little dude up. That's Navajo. I don't recognize the name. A cleaning cloth is always handy. So I'm tidying up. So next time I come in, I'll be sitting down and labeling and tagging this stuff. Is that doll boy? No, that's pretty. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just forgot to do it. These are all rings we ain't seen and they need cleaned. I think these are all without stones, or they have stones that can take the dip. This I can bring. I brought this, but I'm going to keep this because it's handy for connecting bead necklaces. What is this? Just a random piece of glass or stone out of a piece. Oh, that's that beautiful spun silver set. One of these pairs of earrings is a 14 karat gold and the other one's not. These are deco. These are cool. I'll bring this stuff. You need a chain, dude. So I'll bring between this, the chains, and that. I think I'm pretty good for Thursday. And I got more, but there's more. There's a couple things in this bag. I'm debating on whether I want to sell or not. Actually, one of those because it's a really nice vintage. I'll see if I want to wear it. Is the thing because it's jade and I don't know if it's. I think it's gold filled with gemstones. Oops. Ring a thing. That's for somebody. These I need to bill. These last 2 people. There's one item. Well, there's a couple of Mel's, but Mel ain't in a hurry for me. Invoice already, Mel? I never did find this other earring, so it's probably going to end up in this. Oh, I'm going to scrap another bag. But I'll be organized and ready for Thursday. Alright, this is good. I'll just invoice those first so I can go over there with the rest of the ready to be shipped. Once they pay, most people have, some people have, whatever, it's fine. It's good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I think that's bronze. Feels just like my bronze charms that I have. There's stuff in here too I can do by it now. This wall, these are just so big and heavy. This was, I just dropped this real low on my eBay and this one just to try to sell them. I don't have no room on that. As low as I can go, I'll match whatever minus fees shit on that. That one, no, because that one is, yeah, that's a really good one. And this thing is crazy what that one goes for. This, I'll see. I think I bought this from Gina, and I thought it would fit. So does she, but it don't. I'm incredible shrinking woman. This is the wrong size for everybody. Freaking gorgeous petrified wood. Just look at that. Oh, God. And this one is 14 karat gold. I sold the other one for $150, so I need to list it. These are not Ann Hill, Lois Hill. That's a pretty, didn't I show this? That is beautiful. It's close to being that water drop stuff, but it ain't. Oh, look at the dirt. I've been outside. I did get my fingers dirty picking up them pots and stuff. But I do have a lot here I can bring. That's mine. I can bring these, that, and that. Yes, I can do much lower, not having to pay fees or promotion fees. I can bring that. That has a bunch of watchers, but I don't know. It's a charm. I can bring those. These, I don't know if they're looking to see if they're bids or what's going on. Yeah, this is old, and this is Navajo. Freaking drop dead. But I might bring them, just match my, if there's not bids. There's a lot of watchers. This I got from Gina Marie, but it's too heavy. I should have known, but I thought, well, maybe since there's so much amber. But no, I don't know. Wasn't cheap, but I can flip it for, you know, what I paid. I don't care. Can I make $1? I'll make $5. How's that for my handling services? This, did I even list this? Yeah, I listed this. But I think I've already tried to sell it for what I paid for it. This, I have someone's emailed me about that. These are crazy modernist, brutalist, crazy, just crazy good. I have them for over $100 online, and I ask more for them on my channel. I got some room because some other pieces that came with that did really well, so I can spread the love there, make up the difference. This is crazy good, just crazy good. I pulled the listing down because I realized it was a really shitty listing. I didn't even have the weight on there, and that thing must weigh. It weighs a ton. That information needs to be there. That's for sure. That information, I would have thrown that thing away. It's worthless. You use it, and then you measure it with a measuring tape. They don't match. I figured, well, I buy a jewelry, and I buy a bracelet from a jewelry store or whatever. I buy it by the inches, right? I don't buy it by a cone. I buy it inches, you know, end to end, know what I'm going to need, depending on the closure type, a ½ inch, quarter inch, to, you know, facilitate closing it. So I measure them because that thing's just worthless. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are bronze. Alright, leave all this here. I'm going to be using those, I'm sure, on my vape. Pen I'll need. I got one. Okay, we're good. And the hood. Display stuff. You'll fall over. Fall over there. I never use it because it's so low. I can't just set it down and show you. I'd have to hold it anyway. Let me set these in the kitchen so I remember to clean them. Because we ain't seen these. Are mostly bands, I think. I don't see no stones. So these can be dipped. Put those here. Get my sunglasses. These towels, everything was drying on. Stage them there. There's the other one that I was doing. They're clean. They just had jewelry drying on them. That's all this was. These napkins and these towels. So I ain't gonna toss them. What is this? Oh, it's an ink pen set. I need to use this. I told Stephanie maybe I won't lose my pen when it's a nice one. We shall see, shall we? We shall see. Okay, I've got a lot out of here. This is old. It's not antique, but it's old. It's a candle starter and a snuffer. Those are the wicks that go inside this tube. They stick out the end. I guess you light them in your fireplace and light your candles, but it's, I don't use it. Copper something. What is this? By Coppercraft. Anybody want that? Anybody want that? My stuff. Gotta go upstairs. So, this is the lid. The bottom of it broke. I don't know that that's sterling. I think it's plated, but I thought it was so pretty. I just didn't want to throw it out. Compacts galore. And little boxes. And damn stick pins and stick pins. Oh, and stick pins and stick pins. And stick pins and stick pins. And little boxes. Little boxes on the hillside. I love this labradorite sphere. Isn't that just beautiful? Yes. My Victorian bracelet. I almost bought another one. She wanted $1,000 for it. It's worth it. It's worth more. But I don't need it, and it's not very wise to spend the $1,000 on it. I could get new carpet on them stairs and in the upstairs hallway and that back bedroom that needs carpet. Look at that. I got a sweatshirt trying to block the light over there. Just realized it was still there. I empty my kitchen cart, stuff that's too big for the dishwasher. Be hydrating season soon. Well, no, I ain't got no vegetables out there. Alright, that's it. So I'm ready. Well, I'm not, but I got a bag and tag. That ain't no big deal. So I know basically what shit's worth. And then I bring it down to what I can deal with. I've had this so long I wouldn't know what I paid for it. You see a bunch of these. This is old. This one's a Russian one. Oh, blister pearls. It's on a real old chain too. It's old. I used to wear it quite a bit, but I ain't wore it, so I'll sell it. Okay, so this stuff I'll sit. This will be my first quest of setting up to buy it now. I don't think I'm gonna bring that silver. I don't think I'll bring that, as I have a few of these. I like my little boxes and my compacts. I ought to take that compact down. That big one with the chain and the enamel. I had it $100 start. Which there's a bunch for $100, but mine's a lot heftier and just nicer and just, yeah, it's different. It's very different. I've had a lot of them. I see it. Yay, hubby's finally home. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you Thursday at 5. I start early because Kirsten comes on, I think, like at 7 my time. So I try to wrap it up by 8. I'm hoping as I do it by now, I can be done by like 7, right? Yeah. All right, let me go. I'm going to start supper. Bye, guys. See you Thursday at 5 Eastern Standard. Ciao.